and his death. But we can assure the swift and certain punishment of
We now join One Life to Live, the program already in progress.
is the law, and it is your responsibility to uphold the law, to examine the facts carefully with reason and objectivity. And based on those facts, you will find the defendant, Mary Lynn Dennison, guilty of murder.
Mr. Russell, you may give your opening statement to the jury.
Please the court, ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
See, I don't belong here, and I would be mighty obliged if you just help me find a way out.
Okay, just sit down. Now, there's nothing to be afraid of, Blaize. Come on. Now, you said your name was Buchanan?
That's right, ma'am.
All right, we have to get you some new clothes, and how about a nice hot bath? Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh, I'd love to soak in a hot bath if you just get me home.
Now, you said you're from Arizona. Are you from Arizona?
Born and raised in the territory, yes.
Well, I'm from East Llanview. Do you know the Buchanans? Viki, Clint?
Well, not Viki. I've heard a lot about her, though. But I'm real good friends with Clint. And he's just the very nicest man. Of course, second to my husband, of course. You know Clint, too?
Well, I did know him.
Well, what, you're not friends anymore, or?
You know, I hate to do this to you. You're already... Clint's dead.
Dead? Oh, no, ma'am. No, not the Clint Buchanan I know. He's as alive as you and me. And if you just get me home, he can tell you that I am not crazy and that I don't belong in this place.
Okay, here you go, honey, huh? Isn't that delicious? Yeah, well, you know what? You eat enough of this, and you are going to be just as big, yeah, and strong as your daddy. Well, honey, I think you've probably had enough, though, okay? Here we go, right there. Okay, so why don't I just clean up all this mess? Well, actually, we'll just put it over here. And then I'll come get you, and we are going to go for a stroll in the park. Yes, we are.
Hey, there they are.
Oh, honey, look, here's your daddy. There's Daddy now. We were just talking about going for a stroll in the park.
Oh, yeah, well, it's a fine day for a stroll, and that sounds like a fine idea.
Well, why don't you come with us? I love the way you push Clint's stroller.
Oh, you do? Well, I tell you, honey, I would love to go. And I know I promised you that I would spend as much time with you two as I possibly could. But I'm sorry, honey, I can't. I got this photo assignment to take.
Well, that's okay, honey. There'll be lots of other times. Won't there?
Tina, it's just like everything I wanted it. It just... I don't know, it's just not working out.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
Well, I thought after that night at Logan's department store... Oh, that's it, isn't it? You think I just manipulated that whole thing and you thought that I
Honey,
schemed
come on.
so that you'd realize you were in the...
Come on, just stop it, all right? Girl, you know that it was my idea to spend the night in that bedding department, in that dream bed. And I loved every second of that. I guess what I'm worried about right now is my career. You know, the fact that I'm constantly on call over at the banner, and I just take off anytime they snap their fingers.
Well, if you want a more normal schedule, why don't you just talk to Viki and I'm sure she'll arrange it.
No, it's not really the schedule. Maybe it's just the work itself, you know? I mean, I needed to learn a lot about photography when I first started working at the banner. And I have done that, but now I feel like maybe I'd like to branch out in my own direction.
Well, branch out to what?
Well, yeah, you know, taking things that interest me, trying to establish my own vision, but I don't know, then again, I'm finding out maybe I'm not as good as I once thought I was.
Well, you're a wonderful photographer. Who says you aren't?
Well, the assistant photography curator over at the museum, for one. You know, they've got this annual show over there for new photographers, and I took my portfolio over to see what he would think about it, and well, he sent it back with a note that said, that's all pretty average, and there was nothing really of particular interest in there.
Well, what do you mean? You just won an award, a national award. I mean, out of all the newspaper photographers in this whole country, they picked you as the best.
Well, maybe that was just some kind of a lucky shot. I don't know.
Well, I don't think this guy knows what he's talking about, so don't you even listen to that quack. He's probably got his best friend in there or something, and that he's trying to push him, and that's why you lost out.
Yeah, that could be it. Look, I need to get over to that courthouse and take some average pictures, so I'll be back in a little bit. Son, we'll see you later. You have fun in the park with your mommy, huh? Yeah? Bye-bye, Tim.
Bye.
We'll see you. Have fun.
You will hear two versions of the events of that tragic night, the prosecution's version and the defendant's. Mary Lynn does not deny that she shot her mother, but she fired that shot to try and save her mother's life, not take it. Her actions, however tragic, were neither calculated nor deliberate. They were an instinctive response to a very desperate and terrifying realization. The realization that her mother's life and her very own were in jeopardy. Now, we plan on proving that, contrary to Donald Lamar's claim that Lee Sanders was in love with him, that when Mary Lynn abruptly entered the suite that night, he was attempting to rape her mother. She struggled with him and was knocked unconscious. And when she regained consciousness, she heard Lamar threaten to kill the both of them. She grabbed his gun. She aimed it at him, and Mr. Lamar turned Lee Sanders' body in order to protect himself, and Lee Sanders was dead.
Oh, my God. Order.
Do you think the jury will make it?
I don't know.
If we can just get Griffin's tape admitted as evidence.
The judge ruled it inadmissible.
Now, I agree that no action on our part will restore Lee Sanders' life. After all, only God has that power. But ladies and gentlemen, you have the power to restore her daughter's life. Look at this young lady, Mary Lynn Dennison. She's going to have to live the rest of her life with the terrible burden of knowing that she accidentally shot her own mother. Ladies and gentlemen, you have the power to lessen that terrible burden and to free her from the web of lies and deceit that Donald Lamar promoted with the same vengeance that he attacked and caused the death of Lee Sanders. You have the power to correct at least one grievous wrong and find Mary Lynn Dennison not guilty of murder.
So you were kidnapped by desperados?
Yes, ma'am. They're working for the slave trader. Phineas T. Smart is his name.
And they tried to sell you?
Yes, ma'am. They probably sold poor Jenny by now, Lord knows to who. And I managed to escape from Laredo. And in fighting, I hurt my head real bad. And I just remember how much pain it was. And I thought, well, if I give in to this pain, I would never have another chance to escape. So I just kept running. And I went into the desert looking for Buck and Clint. But I couldn't find anyone. And I know that they were out there looking for me. But I couldn't find anyone. So I kept moving. Until I guess I finally dropped. And I woke up in this insane asylum.
Well, Blaize, now, it's not really an asylum, you know. It's sort of a special hospital for psychological disorders.
Now, you're giving me the same double talk as everybody else. Now, I thought I could trust you. Now, and all of a sudden, I'm believing that you don't believe a word I say either. I think I better just get out of here and look for Buck and Clint.
Just wait a minute. Come on, I went through the same thing as you did. Nobody believed a word I said, and I was just as frightened and just as exasperated as you are. Now, I want to help you. I do.
Then are you saying that you don't think I belong here?
Look, I'm not a doctor, but I think that if you tell Dr. Pringle your story, that he will transfer you to a general hospital.
Now, you get this straight. My mind is as clear as a bell. I own a saloon. My name is Blaize Buchanan, and this is the month of April in the year of our Lord, 1888.
You know, Dr. Pringle's a very understanding man. If you just talk to him, he'll be able to help you.
You can help me. Just take me to the sheriff's office, and I'll telegraph my husband, Buck, and I'll just wait for him to come and collect me, and then I won't have to be bothering you anymore.
If you're suffering from heat exhaustion, don't you want to get well soon and then go home?
I am not crazy. I am lost in a place where I have never been before, with people saying and doing things that I don't understand. And I keep hearing all these crazy noises outside.
That's the traffic, Blaize. All right, so you've been in the desert for a while. All you've heard is silence. Maybe you forget what traffic sounds like. Come here. We're on the first floor, so it's a little loud.
Oh. What's that?
That's a tractor mower. The man is mowing the lawn next to the parking lot. That is the street that goes into town, and then over there is my car, my rental car. It's black, isn't it neat?
Oh, well, tarnation, it's just like what Clint said about people driving in horseless machines. Oh, gee, I never thought I'd live to see the likes of that.
Look, Blaize, when exactly did Clint tell you all these things?
Oh, well, it wasn't long after he came to town. I guess it was about a month or so ago.
Will you describe the Clint Buchanan that you know?
Oh, he's a handsome man. He's dark hair, brown eyes, strong, real strong build, and he's got a real sensitive side, kind of shy. And he's smart. He's very smart. Not just book learning either. He's got good common sense and good instincts. And he can have a hot temper. I've seen that side of him, too. And he can be kind of stubborn, of course, but boy, he's got the patience of Job. Especially with children. Oh, God, you ought to see him with children. He's just got something real special there. They just love him. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm sorry. I just don't know what to think.
Miss Kramer.
Dr. Pringle.
Are you ready to give your lecture now?
This is Blaize Buchanan, Dr. Pringle.
Hello.
Look, could you talk with her for a while? Maybe help her. She hasn't really been assigned somebody on staff yet.
I don't have time to talk. I just need to get home.
Blaize, Dr. Pringle is a friend of mine. You can trust him.
I'm not even sure I can trust you.
Well, you can, I promise.
Miss Kramer's like she's going to last about an hour. As soon as she's through, I'll come back and we'll get better acquainted. In the meantime, I'll have lunch set up to you, and I'll also ask a nurse to take your history.
Come on, you are hungry, aren't you?
Well, I suppose I could eat something here.
Well, that's fine. Now, you just relax. You watch TV, enjoy your lunch, and we'll be back soon.
Everything's going to be all right, really, I promise.
This is the Noon News. I'm Phyllis Collins. In the headlines, President Reagan steps up the effort in the administration's war on drugs. New developments in the Arab-Israeli conflicts. The result of our news poll in the Republican and Democratic presidential candidates. And a major court battle looms as more companies push for random drug testing of employees.
Oh, you're back already?
Actually, I never left.
Why, you were just here a couple of days ago to say goodbye.
I know, but some things came up, and I wanted to get my business back into business again. I'm also lending Max a helping hand at the moment. He's been subpoenaed by the prosecution to testify in Mary Lynn's murder trial.
Oh, that poor girl. You know, I just get chills every time I think of what she's going through.
I know. Max is convinced of her innocence, and he believes that John will find a way to prove it.
Yeah, well, he thought for sure that I'd be acquitted, too, and look what happened to me. I only hope that she has more luck.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, well, you know, Court is at the courthouse taking pictures, so I'm sure he'll be very happy to see you there.
Yes, as I gather from what I read in the newspaper, the two of you are getting along quite well.
As a matter of fact, if you and Steve ever have a dull moment in your marriage, I recommend that you spend a night in a department store. It makes a world of difference.
It's too late for me and Steve.
What?
We've had problems for quite a while now. They've escalated to such a point that I think the only answer is divorce.
But you were so happy. What went wrong?
Everything. Everything. I thought I knew Steve more than I do. And the move to Arizona, it caused nothing but stress and strain.
Oh, honey, every couple has problems. They do. Even Clint and Viki had problems. But, you know, they worked them out because they loved each other so much.
I know, but I'm not as selfless as Viki is. She moved her entire family to that ranch in Arizona for Clint's sake. She put his happiness and his needs far beyond hers.
Well, you moved to Arizona for Steve.
Oh, what was I supposed to do? He announced it right after the wedding ceremony as a gift to me. I was trapped. What else could I do? And when I got there, I hated it even more than I thought I would. I handled the whole situation very badly.
Oh, well, what'd you do? Throw a fit or something?
No. No, I totally withdrew. I did nothing to help Steve. I wasn't there for him. I didn't support him. I didn't help his dream come true. You know, if I'd only played a larger part in his dream, we just might be together today.
As Mr. Callison stated in his opening address, justice demands a reasonable, logical examination of the facts and the evidence. Sheriff, you know very well cameras are not allowed in the courtrooms in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Your Honor, I have no intention of taking a picture in here. I know very well what the rules are. I just never had a chance to put my camera away.
Well, do it now.
Yes, ma'am.
This case will be decided in this courtroom, not on television news or in the newspaper. A life has been taken, another hangs in the balance, and I insist that every person in this courtroom conduct himself or herself with dignity. I would also like to remind the jury that only one person here is on trial, the defendant, Mary Lynn Dennison, not the special prosecutor, Mr. Lamar. And I warn defense counsel, I will strike down any attempt on his part to destroy the reputation of Mr. Lamar, either directly or by innuendo.
Your Honor, if it please the court.
Mr. Russell, please sit down.
Exception, Your Honor.
Exception noted. Mr. Gallison, you may call your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. The Commonwealth calls Max Holden.
Max Holden? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Something. Yeah, you should never give up. I mean, if you and Steve love each other enough, then you can overcome anything. I know Steve loves you, and I know he loves Al as if he were his own son.
Yes, he's had adoption papers drawn up for Al. Surprised? Yes, I was too. But I don't see why I should be. I mean, if he can go out and get a godforsaken piece of land in the middle of nowhere without asking me, why should anything Steve does surprise me?
Don't you two ever talk?
Oh, he sends out the declarations, and when I don't follow his orders, we have an argument.
Well, maybe you should give in to what he wants every now and then. Do what he says, you know, and then another time he'll do what you says and give what you say and give in to you. I mean, it worked for me and Max, and, well, it's working for me and Cord now.
Steve isn't like Max or Cord. He doesn't have their sense of self-confidence. He's the type of man who has to be right all the time.
Well, you're right. Max never has to be right. He just has to have fun.
I do want to make Steve happy. But more and more, I think it's impossible.
Well, I don't want you to give up. I want you both to keep trying.
Well, whatever happens, you and Cord can learn from our mistakes. Always support each other in your personal life as well as your professional life. You can't have one without the other. But you know that. You've always taken a great interest in Cord's work.
Well, maybe not as much as I should.
Well, now that I've totally depressed you, I have to leave. I'm sorry.
Oh, will you hang in there, all right? Look, and if you need anything, you call me. We'll go shopping or something.
Thank you. Oh, you give little Clint a kiss for me.
I will. Yes, operator, could you please give me the number of the Llanview Art Museum?
On the local scene, the mayor is gearing up for Wednesday afternoon's city council meeting. A heated debate is expected on the proposal to build a shelter for the homeless on Sunset Drive. Council members opposed to the plan argue that the several alternative sites would be less costly.
Yeah, if the council had its way, they'd put us all in the desert just so they wouldn't have to bother with us.
Are there really families that don't have homes to live in?
Yeah, it's a crying shame.
And Ray, who's this President Reagan, the man in the box, keeps talking about? I mean, what happened to President Cleveland?
He's in the great White House in the sky. He's been there for years. Reagan's been in office for 7. Used to be an actor before he got into politics. Watch the little box long enough, you'll see one of his movies.
Well, Ray, How long ago did President Cleveland die?
I'm not sure exactly. 75, maybe 100 years.
Ray, would you give me a hand with these trays, please?
I'd be honored. Hey, you got one there for my friend?
Yeah, right there, thanks. Mrs. Buchanan, I'm afraid we can't locate your file anywhere. So after you've had your lunch, I'll come back and we'll fill out a new one together, okay? What's this?
Milk, crackers, soup, hamburger, potato chips. You open the milk like this. See? Like that. Get your straw. Take the paper off. Put it in the milk. Then you sip.
What's this?
Oh, that keeps it fresh.
Hamburger?
Hamburger.
What's it made of?
Ground beef.
This is ground beef.
No, this is a styrofoam container. The hamburger's inside. You don't eat the styrofoam. You eat the hamburger. And the bun. Very tasty.
Oh, dear Lord. Give me strength and guidance where I've never needed it before.
Oh, Blaize, eat your lunch. There's nothing to be afraid of.
You know, you don't understand, Ray. I figure somehow I have traveled into the middle of the future. Or I've really gone plumb loco.
I vote for the future. Because I know for a fact that nobody in this place is crazy. I'll see you later.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna stash this hamburger with some other food I've been saving for my trip to Mars. Check you later.
The people in this place are crazy. I am not. I'm in 1988.
Mr. Holden, you are, of course, the owner of the Holden Towers.
Yes.
When did you purchase the hotel?
Last year.
Did you pay cash for it?
I made a cash down payment.
Griffin, why are you so determined to cause me trouble?
I'm here to help you, mate.
Look, you don't get it. I don't want to be seen with you.
You've got more to worry about than being seen with me. I was getting in my car yesterday afternoon. I got a subpoena shoved in my face, courtesy of John Russell.
Oh, great, that's just what I need.
And that's not the worst of it. I know for sure there's a contract out on my life.
How do you know that?
Someone tried to run me over in the car park at the Waterside Inn last night.
Look, this is all your fault. If you would have left this country when I told you to,
came back in to tell you about Tom Dennison investigating you. Also that he was going to New York to meet with the boys.
Look, next time I'll give you a quarter. Will you call me on the phone?
Well, that's nice appreciation, Donald. Real nice. I thought I'd get a little more for my efforts. Look, I'm going to go to the airport. To hell with John Russell and his damn subpoena. But while I'm gone, you should think about this. If the mob's keeping a close eye on me, they're keeping an even closer eye on you. After all, you're the one with the information. So if I were you, I'd watch my step. One slip and it's going to be your neck. That's my reward. That look that's on your face and in your eyes, pretty soon it's going to be in every part of your body. And as far as I'm concerned, mate, there's no one deserves it more.
So the hotel employee told you that he thought he heard a shot on the 5th floor, and you and Wade Coleman went up to Lysander's suite.
That's right.
Describe what you saw when you arrived.
Well, we came into the sitting room, and we heard loud voices coming from the bedroom, Mary Lynn's and Donald Lamar's. We rushed in. There we saw Donald holding on to Mary Lynn, shaking her. He had a gun in one hand.
When did you see the victim?
Right after I looked at Donald and Mary Lynn.
Where was Mrs. Sanders?
She was lying face down on the bed. I bent over. I thought she was unconscious. I tried to get a response, but then I noticed the blood on her back, and I realized something terrible had happened. I just stared. I felt very angry, very helpless.
Did you question Mr. Lamar?
Yeah, I demanded to know what had happened. I asked why Lee was dead.
Did he tell you?
Mary Lynn, she said she'd killed her mother.
Now, Mr. Holden, given your emotional recollection, it is quite obvious that you were very fond of Lee Sanders. How would you describe your relationship with her?
We were good friends.
Close friends?
Yes.
How close?
We were business partners. She owned part of the hotel.
Did you recognize her publicly as one of the owners?
No.
Why was it a secret?
She didn't want it public. Her name is on all the records for the hotel as a part owner. Just something she didn't want discussed.
Could it be that Lee Sanders didn't want anyone to know the true nature of her friendship with you?
It wasn't that big of a deal.
Objection, Your Honor. Whether anyone knew that Lee Sanders was a partner in the hotel has absolutely no bearing on this case.
Well, Your Honor, if the witness will answer my questions, I can prove a direct bearing. Lee Sanders was a beautiful woman. Surely men were attracted to her. Was she attracted to them? Was she accustomed to having men in her suite?
Objection. Lee's character is not on trial here.
Now, the defendant maintains that her mother was being raped. Mr. Lamar maintains they were lovers, which is true. Was she the kind of woman who would take a lover?
Objection overruled, Mr. Russell.
I can tell you that Lee and Donald Lamar were not lovers.
What about you, Mr. Holden? Were you and Lee Sanders lovers?
Objection.
Overruled. May I answer the question, Mr. Holden? Did you have an intimate relationship with Lee Sanders?
Yes.
Mr. Holden, were you and Lee Sanders in love?
We cared about each other very much.
Did you discuss marriage?
No.
Mm-hmm. But you were intimate with her, so is it proper to characterize your liaison as an affair?
I don't know how to characterize it.
Well, how long did you have this intimate relationship with her?
A month, maybe longer.
Ah. And where did you consummate your caring for each other? Was it in Lee's suite?
Sometimes in mine.
Who broke it off?
I did.
Why?
I don't think it's important.
Did you get tired of her? Was she pressing you to get married, to be more committed to her? What?
Objection. Prosecution is badgering the witness.
Overruled.
Why did you stop sleeping with Lee Sanders?
I fell in love with someone else.
Stop it!
Miss Dennison, I will not
My mother is dead. Can't you let her rest in peace?
Mr. Dennison, you are out of order.
Tom, please, come with me. Come on.
Mary Lynn, I'm so sorry. I'm so damn sorry.
No further questions.
What the hell is this? Something everyone in town knows about except me and Mary Lynn? Is that it? We're going to discover there were other men?
No, there were no other men. Her relationship with Max was no tawdry affair. They were friends. They confided in each other.
Why
They trusted
didn't she
each
confide
other.
in me?
Tom, Max helped her reunite with Mary Lynn. Now, I know this is painful, and I am so sorry.
All right, thank you, Renee. But save your pity for Mary Lynn. This is tearing her apart.
You know, I think that Herb is building a case to destroy Lee's character.
Come on, everyone in town knew Lee was a prostitute. It went out over the air WVLE the night of the Winter Carnival dance, remember?
You know what? I think that he's going to remind everyone in the jury by making me admit that. That's why they called me to testify.
I understand you have to testify, and I'm sure Mary Lynn understands too.
I will not let Mary Lynn get upset one more time, and I will not dishonor the memory of my dear
Renee,
friend.
you have to tell the truth, just as Max did. You have no option.
Honey, don't be too sure about that. I didn't spend a year in acting class for nothing. Are you calm enough to go back in there?
Yes, come on.
So you remain close to Lee?
Yes. She told me she was Mary Lynn's mother. She was worried that Mary Lynn might hate her, that she might not be able to make up for all those lost years. See, Mary Lynn was the most important person in the world to Lee. And she would never do anything to jeopardize that love.
Objection, conjecture on the part of the witness.
Oh, is it conjecture, Max?
No, Lee told me herself.
Overruled.
And did she just offer this information to you?
Not exactly. See, not too long ago, I offered to pick up with Lee where we left off.
How recently was this, Max?
A couple months.
And how did Lee respond to your overtures?
But like the classy lady she is, she said that I would always hold a place in her heart. But that Tom and Mary Lynn were her whole world. They were her family. She belonged with them. And she never wanted anything more than that. She would never betray your love, Mary Lynn, or Tom's.
Thank you. No further questions.
Mr. Gallison?
No, Your Honor.
You may step down, Mr. Holden.
The Commonwealth calls Rafe Garretson to the stand.
Rafe Garretson?
Rafe, this Herb Callis just ruined Lee Halpern's reputation. We gotta get the tape admitted as evidence. Look, it's our only chance of proving Lamar's a liar.
Were you a patient at Hillcrest Sanitarium?
I have never been in an asylum in my life, and I don't belong here now.
Okay. I insist that you are from Buchanan City.
I am.
Well, no town exists with that name, and we haven't been able to locate any Buck Buchanan who you claim is your husband.
It is not a claim, it's a simple statement of fact. He's out looking for Deal in Laredo and the slave trader. They're the ones who took my jewelry. And if you just telegraph Will Simmons at the general store, he'll be able to tell you who I am.
In Buchanan City, which doesn't exist. Nor do slave traders exist.
Well, they are working their trade where I come from, because I was definitely snatched by one. What I am trying to tell you is that I am not from this century. That's why I'm taken back with these milk cartons and the see-through stuff that the crackers come in and the horseless machines.
Oh, Ringo, thank heavens.
Well, how's it going?
I figured out what my problem is, Doctor. I have landed smack dab in the middle of the future.
Well, what year were you living in before?
1888.
Do you know how you got here?
If I knew, I would simply turn right around and go back.
Did you complete that history?
Well, what I could manage.
I answered all her questions, but she just chose not to believe me.
Well, excuse us for a second.
You're the doctor, but I can call it classic signs of schizophrenic delusions.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's prepare Miss Buchanan for some tests. Now, she might like to bathe first and change into a fresh ground.
Yes, Doctor. Melinda, you're my only hope. You can't let them keep me here. Please, you said you understood the way I feel.
I do. If you'll just trust Dr. Pringle, you'll feel so much better tomorrow and even better next week. And, well, all right.
You can't leave me here. I'll never get back home. Oh, please, don't do this to me. Please, don't turn your back on me. I'm begging you.
Look, they'll take good care of you. You'll be just fine, really.
Melinda, please don't go. I'm never going to see my husband and my family again. I will wither up and die in this place.
So thank you for coming over here, Mr. Marchand.
It's my pleasure to discuss the museum's exhibit of new photographers with anyone who expresses an interest in it.
Especially anyone who makes a donation, right?
Well, to be honest, yes. We're professional beggars, in a sense. Our exhibits depend to a great extent on the private donations of generous people like yourself.
Would $10,000 be generous?
Yes. Quite generous.
Well, good. Why don't you have a seat then, and I'll write up the check. And there's some tea there if you'd like some.
Are these yours, Mrs. Robert?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I meant to pick those up.
Well, they're wonderful.
What, I beg your pardon?
Well, there's a great sense of style. Interesting, and with an interesting vision. Who's the photographer?
Oh, well, my ex-husband. He's a staff photographer at the Banner, and he took these when he was in Venice.
Oh, yes. Didn't he win a photojournalism award recently? Or would it be possible to talk to Mr. Roberts?
Well, he's at the courthouse taking pictures right now, but I can show you some even better ones because I know right where he keeps his portfolio.
Well, thank you. I'd like to see them very much.
Because of my donation?
Because he's very talented.
Oh, well, great then. Now you make yourself comfortable, and I'll be right back.
I arrived at the suite about 7 minutes after Mr. Lamar called headquarters.
And is this the weapon you found in the suite?
Yes, that's my tags.
The gun registered to Donald Lamar?
Yes, it is.
Does Mr. Lamar have a permit to carry a weapon?
Yes, he does.
The Commonwealth submits as Exhibit 1.
Noted.
No further questions at this time.
Mr. Russell?
So you arrived in Lee's suite about 7 minutes after Mr. Lamar's phone call.
That's correct.
How would you describe the mental state of the people in that room?
They were all very upset.
Well, in fact, your notes indicate that Mr. Lamar was distraught. Now, that's very, very upset, is it not?
Yes.
And did he answer your questions then with any degree of rationality?
Yes, he did. He managed to compose himself very quickly.
And how about the defendant, Mary Lynn Dennison? Was she also distraught?
More than distraught. I would say that she was practically catatonic with grief.
And was she able to answer your questions rationally?
She wasn't able to answer at all, at least not for a while.
But when she did manage to compose herself, she cried that she was just trying to protect her mother, and that Mr. Lamar used her mother's body to protect himself.
Objection. Counsel is leaving the witness.
I'll rephrase the question, Your Honor. Captain Garrettson, when Mary Lynn Dennison managed to compose herself, what did she say to you?
She said she was trying to stop Mr. Lamar from hurting her mother, and he used her mother's body as a shield to protect himself, and that's why she was killed.
No further questions.
Mr. Gallison?
No, Your Honor.
You may step down, Captain.
The Commonwealth calls Renee Devine.
Renee Devine. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I most certainly do.
Get medical help, Mr. Ritchie.
Yes, ma'am.
We will recess for lunch. Court is adjourned for 1 hour.
Oh, this work deserves to be shown. I'd like to include it in the current exhibit.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Can I take the portfolio with me?
No, actually, I think it would be best if you spoke to Cord first. In fact, I think it would probably be best if, well, you didn't mention that you were here.
I understand. Well, Mrs. Roberts, this is for $15,000.
I wouldn't argue over a mistake in your favor of $5,000, Mr. Marshak.
No fool would. I'm deeply grateful for your generosity, and I'm even more grateful to discover such a talented young photographer. I trust I'll see you at the exhibit.
Oh, I'll be there every day. Right this way.
Well, it's all right. I can find my way out.
Let's forget about the fact that you were duping Viki and you were duping Sarah. But I have been there before, and I swear I will never let that happen to me again.
But I wasn't doing that.
Tina, you were doing the same thing all over again. The games, the manipulations, all of it. You got this idea in your head that you want us to be a little bit closer, all right? So you start pulling the strings. 1, 2, 3. You don't care how I feel about that, Tina.
Cord, I'm just doing my best to make sure your talent gets the attention it deserves. Besides, you'll never find out, so you'll never be upset.
You have no business in my chambers.
Look, we have to talk.
We have already talked. I told you I will do everything in my power to see that Miss Dennison is convicted. From now on, the less you see of me, the better for both of us.
Look, if you don't want to have to resign in disgrace because word of your family's little problem has leaked to the press... You had better listen to my suggestion, which is to make this trial very short and make sure that Mary Lynn is convicted and sentenced.
There is only so much I can do. I will not be compromised any...
Better be willing to compromise the whole 9 yards, Judge. Because if I come under scrutiny, I may lose my life. But you, on the other hand, you might just lose your entire family.
Now, there's nothing to be afraid of. I'll be with you the whole time. Okay. I'll get a nurse to run a hot bath for you, and then we'll get down to work and make you feel a lot better. Nurse?
I know you heard what he said. I know you did.
Yeah,
Okay, so tell me what's going to happen to me.
probably the same thing that happened to me. They'll give you doses of drugs and then shock therapy.
What?
Shock therapy.
Oh, no, 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 no. No, no. I'm not taking any medicines, and I'm not having my head shocked.
Blaize, it cured me. I mean, why else do you think the staff lets me hang out here in the lounge so that I can greet my spaceship when it comes?
Well, have a safe trip, Ray. I'm going to get out of this madhouse.
You'll get as far as the front gate and they'll ask for a pass. You'll just be back here in 10 minutes. And then I'll probably never see you again.
Ray?
What?
You're not going to see what I'm about to do.
What?